Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rakk Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rakk Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rakk Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
Time is up for us to do the midweek edition of Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV with my squad. Derek Money from E-News GH and Roland Amate from Roshata Movement, Roland Report, and Shagzi as well. And what it means is that we have compiled some of the top stories happening in the entertainment industry in Ghana today for these reviews and our discussions. We want you to be a part of it. So feel free, join us in the comment section with your comments. As usual, follow the community guidelines and let's listen to what you also think. Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. And TapTapSend, they are also holding us down, supporting us in whatever we are doing. So if you are watching and you live abroad, you have to send money from abroad to Ghana. Remember, one app does it better. The app is TapTapSend. Download it today and thank me later. As it stands now, I want everybody to know the wallet is also active. So convert your pounds into cedi straight direction and you can do transaction from your wallet straight to bank or to Momo. Do this today and enjoy some convenience that you've never enjoyed before. Now let's go on to some of our top stories, and one of the stories that I would want us to start with, though I've had my own bite on this story earlier today during my editorial sessions, and now I am asking my fellow critics or pundits here in the studio what they also think about the final judgment of the ban on celebrities advertising alcohol in Ghana. In fact, when you read some small details about the ban, it says perpetual ban perpetual. But in all, that is where my heart beats. Like perpetual, that means forever in Ghana until the law is changed or reviewed. Perpetually, they banned celebrities from advertising alcohol. Good, bad? Is that really the solution? If they really want to talk to, if they really want to prevent minors from taking to alcohol, is this the solution? So as you can see, a card from Joy FM or Multimedia is telling us that Supreme Court bars celebrities from promoting alcoholic drinks, and they claim they are protecting society. I've said a lot already. Let me listen to what my people would have to add. Derek, you have a call.
That's how I'm doing.
And you only say him say you me found your advert, Marco.
Now Derek is celebrity.
Derek is popular.
Remember, now I'm questioning my celebrity lifestyle.
That be me question.
No. It's not about celebrity. Derek is popular.
Okay.
He's on TV. He's on radio.
Let him finish. Well,
He's on TV.
Debut, I would want to counter with certain things, but I'm sure now I might drag.
No. Go ahead. Let's clear this.
Because
do you know they are even saying that if in fact say fat Richie Flex the next starting there. Now Richie here for some time. Not
like Michael Power.
Yes.
I understand. But no. You see, my own is that we are just using one aspect of popularity here. But we can also attest to the fact that there are certain people that are even more popular in our hoods that are not popular on the internet. And in this day and age, when we are talking about people with higher numbers or celebrity status, most of the times what we look at is the traditional media and perhaps internet, people who have huge numbers on social media. But we know there are certain people that are influential, they hold huge numbers on social media, but they are not that popular for people to see you. But the kind of following they have is crazy. Go on Snapchat and see the kind of following people have. But in our faces, we don't even know them. Last time, Delay interviewed a certain lady, and people were asking Dulcie. People were asking, now we're so free. What has she done, or what has she even achieved in society for her to even earn the privilege of such a platform also? But we also, when she decided to host her first event at the Akamo, we all saw the kind of turnout she had. So in measuring the popularity or celebrity status, we would definitely, some people would, that the measurement or the yardstick of which we are using will always be flawed. Will always be flawed. Because see, let me give you another example. Ejako's online presence is poor. But put Ejako on the streets right now, and he will be mobbed. There are people who are very.
His online presence is not poor like that.
No, but compared to how big he is, put Ejako on streets, and he will be mobbed. But his online, in terms of presence, and exactly. That number is very huge, but his online presence is not that huge as compared to how huge he is personally. You understand? So in measuring this, even there are people in our neighborhoods who are very, very popular, very, very popular. Popular than some of the people that we even see on TV or on radio. Okay. We have pundits and people who sit on TV or on radio who do not even have numbers that certain people who don't sit on radio have on Snapchat.
Oh yeah, so even on Facebook.
Exactly. So how do we measure that yardstick? Sa susu diana yedi be susu say we are popular, we are popular. This person qualifies to be a celebrity. This person doesn't qualify.
I think when
it will always be flawed.
We want to draw the line. I think they are trying to let us understand the people whose faces are there. Those people look up to, because the moment you say you become a celebrity, your face is already there.
Yeah.
The moment someone sees you, see this is the person I'm talking about. So you have the recognition. That is the angle you are coming from, and they are talking about the influence. So if somebody sees, let's say Van Veka being used for alcoholic beverage or alcoholic drink, the person will feel like if Van Veka is also drinking or have been used as an ambassador or for the product, equally I can also enjoy it. I think let's go straight forward to continue our discussion. I think there's something we need to take a critical look at, because the world has become a global village whereby we need to know how we position our celebrities, let's put it that way, our celebrities, or better still our personalities, who have their face in front of the world. Rasta, I mean, when we come to our country, a country called Ghana, let me put it that way, they are taking some measures which will automatically go the long way to affect our celebrities in one way or the other.
Okay.
Because when you talk about alcoholic beverages, when you go to the Western world, we have alcoholic beverage like Heineken, which is being advertised by popular superstars, football superstars. And at the end of the day, it is not making any bad influence on the society. But why do we have such? Why do they think it will have such influence on our society here in Ghana? That is one thing I don't understand how the law is trying to pursue, or the law is trying to put across. But I mean, omu yi aduane free microphobia no and celebrities nano, because we as a musician or celebrity, let me coin it with musicians. So we ni release and then the stage performance and then the stream subenya. Where again about menus cafe
Charlie.
Aji endorsement. And endorsement here you know alcoholic beverages you see companies are they hold huge sums of money. If the moment they say you are the ambassador, the money they are going to give it to you, you can have money to build huge investment for yourself and even your generation. But look at the way our law is trying to prevent such people from their earnings. I think it is very weak. We need to go the extra mile to revive, or better to review our law again. If not that, then we have a long way to go as society or as Ghanaians. As I made the scenario, go to the Western world. There are so many alcoholic beverages which superstars are doing the adverts, and it's really selling. That is the angle. It's really selling for them. But when we come to Ghana here, they say we can't do that. I think say Yemran, I will see a we are practicing democracy, but we don't understand democracy. We don't even understand the laws we are using here. That's the reason why there are some privileges. You say parliamentary privileges, where those who are in parliament enjoy some privileges. You will see the president at fault. But you say parliamentary privilege be afanintino. Yeah, then watch it. No. So ordinary Ghanaian can watch it. I think say I do a dear Chilesa and manage some Darlington at the court because a buy in all the celebrities now pono not a form hono. They were all relaxed.
Yes, many of them
were relaxed. It took an individual, Darlington, no crowd, don't keep that celebrity status, and they say no, I'll take this thing to court. Because I don't understand why until see a law no it abandon that movement. And then he persuaded, push it. The last time I said no more best anyway, but the last time I was there.
Oh, now I'm going to
yes, and Sako there, and then almost said that. But last time I heard the real movement, it's not one banning. No man forever. Minya, sa feeling goes, oh, my auntie. And sorry, exactly. And then I feel the blue sober.
It will be chaotic.
So me and Papa Pani sorry so. Inti ancha kra. In the peer can not feel the blue sober. Inti she be no more thing. Yeah.
Can now be any done.
And no be yes. Inti me na on that time come the right no to abonte later in the night. About late. Naba. Nti munya kwan mo aboa mo activities be doso.
Eba so before.
Nti brasa me to me I think say any government ne kasa. Government be obeba so no say or review that law in particular. Because it will have a long effect on the society and those who are running the society, because the celebrities are the one running the societies. Celebrities normally are philanthropists. Nti sa philanthropists here omodi omusika eboa improve to juma na hefa no nkomeska no ambassador bi base ya na eno anombe boaboa no e dey investment na investment ne ba ombeti investment no e dey that philanthropic work no they are all helping the society. Intekobani say who you manu aduane fi manu. I think say this is one of the laws I was here review. Yeah, review party abrasam. Ghanaians will never be comfortable, especially the celebrities. No.
Well, thank you, Derek Money. Mark, Darlington Osai, that is the full name, who is based in London, music executive, publisher, has spoken, and I want us to listen to what he said, expressing his disappointment and still assuring the world that this is also a proof that anytime a law is passed in Ghana, if you are not too comfortable with it, you can go and test the law to see whether you'll be lucky or not. Let's listen to him before Roland comes in.
I am disappointed, and I think we are disappointed within the creative art space. I am disappointed, and I think we are disappointed within the creative art space with the ruling from the Supreme Court, which went 5-2 against us. 2 of the judges went in our favor, and 5 went in the favor of FDA. So it is what it is. We are very disappointed because we felt a group of people were being, discriminated against. But it is what it is. That's what the Supreme Court says. In terms of the ruling, one of the things that I sought to achieve was to ignite that conversation and also show people in the creative arts space that it is possible to stand up sometimes for your rights within the space, because when rules and laws are done which do not which affect us, we need to be interested and we need to be testing the laws against some of these decisions, so that in future when some of these directives and laws etc are being formulated, they would have to scrutinize it thoroughly just to make sure the right things are being done. So for us, or for me, it is a win, because now it has opened the doors for people to now start looking at some of these decisions that affect us in the creative space. And hopefully we should be getting more of such test cases going to court for interpretation and for clarity. We should not sit on the fence and just talk and moan online and on X, on Facebook about these issues. Let's try and test the laws when things like this come up that affect us in the negative or for any other reason. At the moment, our lawyers are waiting for the full report of the judgment. We're hoping to get it by early next week. Once we've got it, our lawyers will scrutinize it, and then if there is any next line of action to be taken, we will let everyone know. So at the moment, we can't say much until we get details of the ruling. And once we've got that, we'll be happy to share that with you.
Well, so that was the gentleman who started the whole case, hired lawyers for this particular cause, and indeed, I think we need to still commend his efforts for starting this with his own money. After all, he paid the lawyers for their sitting allowance and appearance and all that, but he lost it, unfortunately. Ro, what are you also adding to this conversation?
Well, just like him and his people, I'm also waiting for the details of the judgment, because from the onset, it is not the ban that bothers me. Ban no more ban because when you look at the intention is to save society.
But will this save society?
Your friend is saying, can you describe it as be nonsense?
Yes, I remember.
Sensible nonsense.
Sensible nonsense.
Exactly. You see, and Kaushema, we want to save society. It's cool. It's a good something. But the mode now, that is where I see so many flaws. In terms of the fact that there are no proper regulations to even make sure this particular ban will be enforced. Like even the modes are flawed in one way or the other. But could I raise it and say how do you even measure who a popular person is? Because the people that we are referring to say, oh, these are ordinary people but they can advertise. You know the funny thing, then we shouldn't advertise it at all. We shouldn't advertise it at all. Because you see the people that we want to use them to advertise. Let's check the hoods that they live in. Do you know the kind of influence they have in their hoods or communities? If by any means we would want to, unless there should be clear cut of who a popular person is. Let's not only look at the fact that the person is on our screens, Pew. If indeed we are serious, very serious about this ban, we shouldn't only look at the fact that somebody is on TV, somebody is on radio, or somebody is on our screen. That is not the proper definition of who a popular person is. Because in our current dispensation, now you the first those called celebs, who has seen her face before? Who has seen that person's face behind that account before? Do you know the number of accounts that particular person rules? Do you know the number the person controls? What is your definition for a popular person or a celebrity? That is it. Even the definition is flawed in any sense. Because if you would want to measure, if you would want to give me a number to it, then we would have to measure online and offline.
True.
And the offline goes beyond social media, TV or radio. True. Now you have to go down and check the person's popularity. Then the best thing is for you not to even advertise the product. Then ban it from advertising. Like they should not advertise it. Because the people that we want to say they can advertise and then for a period, then we take them off. Hey, there are certain people that have advertised, your friend is saying, things are in this country for the past 10 years. Their face is still not known.
But for instance, Edusa Fuade that don't go.
Yes.
For once, he was not popular. So the moment he became popular, now off.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, and American, but you see, we leave other things, and also when we enter into a different conversation about this one. Now, what are some of the regulations that we are going to put in place to even know that, okay, now we have banned our popular people in this country for not doing it because we want to save their influence on, let's say, minors or the people in the society. Now, how do we also control the one that is coming from outside? How do we control that? Because as far as we are concerned, these are also popular people. If your yardstick is about popularity, then you should be able to block what is coming from outside. And in fact, that is even more than what is inside here.
Exactly.
The one coming from outside is more than what is inside here. How many Ghanaians own betting companies in this country? How many of them? You see, is Bele not an alcoholic beverage?
Yes.
Don't we see your friend say Cross with our celebrities on live flaunting Bele?
Yeah.
But let these same celebrities of ours go and flaunt Casapreco right now.
It will be a problem.
You see, so the mentality and how we use even in measuring who is wrong from who is right is a problem. And if we can't establish that, then this blanket ban shouldn't be done in the first place. It shouldn't be done. Because if somebody is able to hold Heineken, flaunt it on social media, yet the person cannot hold Adonko, the person cannot hold Tabia, the person cannot hold this, the person cannot hold that, and say, oh, I am doing this, I am doing, just like they will flaunt Bele, just like they will flaunt wine on social media, then this ban shouldn't be enforced at all before. So me, I am sad. Sad it saddens my heart that, and it is not about the fact that you are banning. It is about the details in there and the kind of your friends say policies they would want to use to back this.
In fact,
all of them are flawed.
Let me add this point. According to them, They are preventing children from getting influenced. Go to every rich man's house. They have a bar.
In their area.
Not in their area. In their living room. I forgot to even add this when I was doing my editorial delivery.
Yes.
They have a bar in their living room. That living room, when their friends come, they sit in the living room, pour drinks, and drink in the presence of
their children.
Let me add this as well. The sports, pubs, clubs, and what have you. Even outside, when they say they are enforcing a law, adults, as white, if the person feels like, oh, the person will demand for your ID before wine.
But that's a nightclub
before you enter.
You show your ID.
How many of these things have even been, these policies are even enforced here?
Let's move on. Unfortunately, this is the Ghana we live in. Derek Manu will say a country called Ghana. This is one of the weakest ever solutions to solve a problem.
Exactly.
If you want to solve a problem and you're looking for solutions, look for stronger and better solutions. But this particular one, very weak. But that notwithstanding, let's come back to our music space. This afternoon, I've been following conversations online between some key people in our music space. And I'm talking about some who are digital influencers. I'm talking about some who are A&R for artists. I'm talking about some who are artist managers. And what is their debate? Their debate is that, is it good for an artist to sign a 360 record deal? Is it good for an artist to sign a 360 record deal? In other words, is it good that an artist will go into a record deal where the record owners are owning everything and giving the artist percentage, where they are spending on everything and giving the artist percentage? One side think it is evil. The other side also thinks it is the best. Let's read what what's his name? Kelly Neelanti has been pushing. He said, as a musician, don't sign such 360 deals with record labels. And it goes on to say that 360 deals entitle labels to a percentage of earnings from all artist revenue streams, including music sales, merch sales, brand deals, movies, books, show revenue, endorsements, etc., etc. So don't sign these either. Don't sign any 360 deal. Well, there has been counter arguments or counter comments from people with like minds, and this one I'm reading from Bitwire, and this is what Bitwire thinks. He says, why shouldn't a label be entitled to these? Look, without their investment, your brand wouldn't be worth anything. You might just remain a struggling artist begging for shares, hoping social media algorithms push your songs into virality. So if you can't build your brand with your own money, be ready to split your earnings with those who made you who you become. Fame is dependent on 4 things, of which 2 are the talent itself and the exposure it is giving. Without these 2, a professional artist is no different from the person who sings at home for a hobby. You need exposure to bring your personality and craft into the public consciousness. Any label or body of persons that help you achieve that rightly deserve a cut in your earnings, because you are nobody without them. Among other topics on music business, I will be discussing the other 2 necessary ingredients for becoming famous in a webinar coming up this Saturday, the 22nd of June at 4 p.m. with Stash Gray and Yao Dan. And I know these people work with some of these online digital platforms. And they are saying that if you're an artist, you don't have anything. Someone wants to help you, I'll say, I won't sign 360 because you chop some of my money. And they walk away one day. Bro, start this for me.
Nah, you get money. You have no leverage. You think you have a bargaining power. You see, what Kelly is saying is you can decide to do it, okay, but it comes at a cost. there is a difference. Like you can win 100% of nothing, and you can get even 20% of something. Yeah. And that 20% of something will be worth or is better than 100% of nothing. This is what it means. The 360 deal that an artist is not supposed to sign is not for upcoming artists. And unfortunately, he was referring this post to up and coming artists. That is where
that's the challenge.
That is the challenge.
Okay, so you also think that indeed it is not every artist who is supposed to sign a 360.
No. If you are an established artist, you have leverage. You've been able to build your brand to a certain point. What you need to sign are portions of your brand, not its entirety. You understand? But if you are an up and coming artist and you don't have any form of leverage, no hit song, no image, nothing, the best thing for you is to relinquish it to people who can nurture it for you, make something meaningful out of it. Then you can get whatever you think you deserve, depending on how you negotiate. It is not going to last forever. It will definitely be to a certain point. If at that point you feel you are good to go, you are cool, you can handle your stuff, when the contract is done, you can leave. That is why I am always not like, I don't feel bothered. In fact, when I see an artist detaching himself or herself from a label after their contract is done and the label comes to say, oh, I'm a boy, I'm a yesi, I see it as, what is going on? Moses say, because it is business. You see the things that he left to you, you could have also taken 80% of it and unknown to be in cash, because as at that time he had no bargaining power. You had it because you were bringing the investment as an investor. So you were calling the shots. In Tukache's on that car, he slept. He was supposed to sleep at that time. He did all, contributed whatever he also had to contribute. Because without his talent and his product, what would you have even sold in the first place? He also brought something on board. So if the contract elapsed and he feels, okay, now I also want to move on, do my own thing, as much as you feel pain, maybe at that time you put down one say, okay, but it is an agreement, it is business. You shouldn't be paying. Let the person go. And your business to work, it happens. So what he is saying, the 360 deal, of course, any artist be an also sign 360 deal. If you are an established artist, you have built your brand to a certain level. 360 deal is not for you. 360 deal is not for Stoneboy. 360 deal is not for Shatawale. It's not for Sarkodie. It's not for your friend saying Paluta. It's not for people who have some leverage. It is the person that we don't know that is even struggling to even be nominated in Unsung.
I like this angle.
These are the people that are supposed to sign a 360 deal, because at that point, perhaps the brands that they are going to give their career to will be able to build some form of image for them, of which even when the brand decide to detach themselves from it, they will be able to move on. Come on, which of these big artists have never signed a 360 deal before? All of them. Hey, pick Jay-Z, pick Snoop Dogg, pick Wine. Like even Snoop Dogg recently was saying that he only didn't put it in recently. It is not 360 because on request side, like he sees his streams and he goes like 2 million streams. He's expecting $2 million because he belongs to the cassette and CD days. So not a fan in so it was just recently that they had to explain things to him that okay, there's that era that you are coming from, and this era also entails different aspects of the music business. You understand? So say Yakasema artist in sign 360 dealer, I am only looking at an established one who has been able to build something for himself, one who has some form of leverage, and because okay, even if you don't come, hey, I am guaranteed of, let's say, $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 a year, and I will be fine. But you see that upcoming artist that the person cannot even board of 2 stages to perform for free. that is the person that needs that 360 deal. So if you write this and you direct this particular statement to them, you are rather killing them than doing them good.
Make it general.
Derek, take over from there.
Brother, I always say this. I like people who try to bring out industry conversations. It really helps us to find loopholes and then we show them.
I also like such people.
Yes, because we've had so many situations whereby artists go into or sign into record labels, and at the long run they'll be complaining. Some of them will be running away from the contract, meaning they did not understand the contract very well. They thought they are just going to sign a contract to promote or better to push their talent before they realize it's a 360 contract which they cannot do anything. But as to how 360 contract is good for an artist or not, as Roland was saying, definitely an established artist would never sign a 360 agreement with any record label. For instance, Shatawale would like to sign a publishing or a distribution deal with an Empire or better still any of the record labels. That is it for just distribution and then publishing. He's okay. Because he has already built the brand to a certain level that does not need certain infrastructures or certain elements to add up. He can run himself to an extent. When you talk about shows, he will be the headliner. You can't take that one from him. The shows are coming. For such an for such an artist, there's no way for you to go and sign a 360 deal. If you do that, then you are rather going round or better still signing a death threat contract.
Death warrant.
Yeah, death warrant contract, which will not help you in the future. But for somebody who you don't have anything to talk about or to boast about when you talk about music, that is where 360 contract is perfect for you. Because one, you don't have anything when you talk about music. You don't have anything when you talk about brand. You don't have anything when you talk about exposure. You don't have anything when you talk about platform. So you need all these things to gather you, build your portfolio to position you as an established artist. That is where the 360 contract is good for you.
Okay.
So let's take it for instance, last meet. When he won the contest and then he went to Kewa. At that juncture, he didn't have anything, he didn't know anything. So they signed a 2 years contract. When the contract ended, last meet thought he was okay. And during that time too, he has gotten a hit with Jezino, Butter My Bread. And he thought the hits can lead him to another platform or better still to the future. So he decided to move on. With such an artist, it will be very difficult for him to also sign a 360 because he has gotten some exposure.
He has some leverage.
He has some leverage, which he can leverage to get some things he can just stretch and then you get it. So when it comes to a situation like this, I think Kalinila has a point, but as to how to open for those who are reading to get the better understanding is where he always gets it wrong. Yes, because saying no artist will sign a 360 contract, any artist will read and say, me, I'm an artist, I'll not do it. But look at your level. You cannot say you not sign. When Blakk Sheriff ran away from Wayne Chavez's consult, the contract he signed with Empire, actually did not know what the contract entails. But you later realized when they were going to shoot the Burna Boy video in Nigeria, it later came that the attire, the costume he was using was billed in his payment, or better say the money that will be given to him.
I heard the costume alone was like $15,000.
Yes.
Or was it 5,000 rather?
So just imagine. At the end of the day, before you realize, all the money that will earn is gone. So it's good if you're an up and coming artist, you sign a 360 contract, which will really help you to get you there. And one thing we always get it wrong is it's a contract, and it goes to years. For instance, a publishing deal. It goes with 5 years, 10 years. So whenever the 10 years is gone, you have everything back. You are still ready to go. So to me, if you are already established artist and you think of signing a 360 contract, I think they need to think twice. But whenever you are up and coming, you don't have the ways and means to get there, you don't have the channel, you don't have the links and plugs. Because the moment you sign a 360 contract, the links and plugs are already there for you. just utilize it. Just use it. Whatever you need to excel in your music career, they are there to provide it for you. So why don't you sign it and go your way? So to me, if you are not coming, just go sign it. But if you are established and you think you are okay, then I might not advise you to go into it.
Let's move on to the next one.
For an established artist to sign a 360 deal, then it means you are getting 2 times, 3 times of whatever you built. Else,
and they are taking you to a different pedestal.
That's what I'm saying. 3 times or 2 times of what you've already built.
Then you are becoming a world superstar.
I don't know who continue more heavy.
Well, thank you guys. I'm sure this has been really exhausted, and I like all the points shared so far. So if you are a new artist now, with this video, for talent, your friend is a sacrifice now. Maybe a boy after all, here. What from
3, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years.
I'm fancy there now. Ubi Swaboka. That is because we were losing. That is how painful the whole thing is.
Yeah.
But in other news, I've chanced on a video from Kumasi-based radio station. I think Pulse. Is it Pulse? Where our man works. Pure FM. Thank you. Pure FM, where our man works. That is I forgot.
Shibdela.
Kata.
Right. Okay, Bright works there. I'm even talking about.
Yeah, Bright can come with you.
Shibdela. Our guy in Kumasi.
Hammer.
Yes, Hammer. But that's where Shibdela also works. That is Pure FM. And in this video, a gentleman whose name I got to know as Khalifa is really mad. And why is he mad? He's mad because he has seen that some content creators, aka skit makers, have been using the Islamic culture, the Muslim culture in their skits, in their content, and he thinks they are making mockery of their religion and their culture. And therefore, he's not happy. I understand this is a religion topic and therefore very sensitive. But is he doing too much? Or maybe he needs some little informational education in handling a topic like this. Because when you watch him or listen to him, he doesn't want them to act anything about Islamic culture or religion because he thinks it is a blasphemy, he thinks it is a joke, he thinks it is mockery. After watching that, I asked myself, hey, is our man not going too far? And again, does he need some education? Is this a way to stifle creativity in our industry here in Ghana? These and many more were running through my mind. From how he was talking, looks like he's a youth advocate for the Islamic religion or the Muslim culture, and he was really mad. His main issues were on Dr. Likee. I think he mentioned one guy too. He mentioned some people like that. Dr. Likee was his main target. Well, let's listen to what he said. We'll come back and I pick opinions from our people in the studio same way.
In Islam, Sir Dr. Likee, wallahi, it is not about nobody should play around Islam. Okay. It is nobody should play about God. Me religion now the religion I skate eko jiska on YouTube wabadam na me ma say mu ba ebronya me ma fa akuko eko ye bronya ade re me ninam keje cha have you ever seen Muslim doing that? So why are you using them? I don't have any. Exactly. So why are you using the Muslim to make a skate and make money on YouTube? So that is what I'm saying. We it's wrong. Dr. Likee or Dr. Widen. I'm telling you, it's over 2 years. We've been parling a lot of things. We didn't come to him. Maybe today I break this news. If we pal a lot of them, one day you will have a problem. I'm telling you, this is Ghana. Ghana is ruled by the law. You cannot use somebody's religion and make skate and make money. So until Dr. Likee,
perhaps any big on your only production, and you will be a commission no then
enemy cannot say Ebasa Okaisa 1992 Obikotia Quran Ewakedetia no sir. Do you know what happened in Kumasi here?
Tell me.
That was the first fight that happened between the Muslims and non-Muslims in Ashanti region. Do you know what happened? And after that, no, even Central Police as a police for in Adjani. What police men bet imagine now? Wamuchi yenu yanimu bi ene yana na Sheikh Tawfik any man of ina ya machi ya Allahu Akbar ya kwa Central wamu ina Adjani 1992. I was very young guy. And Kumasi ano munu se ya pese Kumasi es asumjeba. Stop using we the Muslim skirts to do what? To make your skirt and make money. You can disagree with the Muslims and do debating our opinion, but say wako fa like Dr. Likee ya ukai, yes wako fa ujain, wako ubi wako propose. Yeah, Muslim forum, yeah fa ujain wako propose ubi di amano. You are insulting our religion. The same thing, we want to share the labia during time na say Ramadan no kolum issue na si why fasting. All this is not good for we. And from enano ebia obete, you should change a little bit. Because one day it will bring a problem. I'm telling you.
We don't want any problem.
Yeah, we don't want a problem. Listen, the police officers, the big police officers in Ghana, they watch me. Dampari know me. All of them watch me. They know me. I info for ina pay info ko page asantini asuma for enra meaning Central Mosque. We know us. They should advise Dr. Likee and his production managers. Wamunja Muslim for ina no. And yeah, Papa, one day no, it will bring a problem in our Ashanti region. Yeah, no Muslim for yes, sir, and to Dr. Likee in one jai.
Wow, so that was a vociferous Khalifa on Pure FM talking about how content creators have been using Islamic content and the fact that he's not too happy about it. Well, I have some fears that some people might even be incited to go and act towards some of the people he mentioned. But with all the sensitivity attached to this particular topic, it's a religion topic, how do we address this kind of issue? How do we approach this? Does this man need some education? Is he trying to stifle creativity in our industry? Or Derek, take this up. Start.
Sammy, I think this is my first time seeing him on screen.
But I'm sure coincidence.
Yeah, maybe he's a Kumasi-based Muslim. Yeah, so it's
about leader.
Yeah, it's about time he wants to make trends within the music entertainment space. But I think this is something you don't have to throw more light on, because if he don't understand creativity, then I think he has a problem, because these are creative people doing skate to entertain their fans and the general public at large. So I don't see anything wrong when we talk about creativity with skate making. Anything that pops up comes with its own unique way or style of way that will suit a particular scene, and that is what normally Dr. Likee and them do. So at times you see they'll just bump up to a certain location and they just realize the serene, the environment, and they say we can just create something here, and they are good to go. I don't know the reason why he's trying to bring religion inside here, because if he tried to throw more light on religion, then it will become religious-based argument. Why are we using Muslims this thing to make your skits? But he has always been enjoying the Christian skits himself. Because he cannot tell me he has not been watching Dr. Likee.
True.
Whatever he does, or your software, or your comfort, he enjoys it. But at the end, or you're Christian, or you're Muslim.
I like this point.
Cool. I think he needs education on certain things. Creativity goes beyond what he's thinking, and creativity goes beyond religion. When they were making mockery, there was a time Brother Sammy released a song. For that one, he was making mockery of the Islam or Islamic religion. That one is there. That is mockery. But this is a skit to entertain, in one way or the other, to educate and to even inform. Because when you watch some of their skits, it's not only entertainment, it informs you about how some religion or the Islamic religion goes about their rules and regulations. That is what we need to get the understanding. That's what I'm saying. He needs education on whatever he's saying. He has not opened his mind wider to get to know the scope of creativity. If he has really done that, he will not be complaining like this. We all have accepted the fact that skits are making waves within our movie industry. The movie industry is dead and gone. Yes, and now skits is taking over. So as to how to be creative enough to create skits around all angles, is that what they are doing? So now you are coming to prevent them, or you say they should stop. Then you sit down and create a content for them to act upon it. If that is what you are trying to say. Rasta, I think we don't have to entertain this man to that extreme, because if he understands creativity very well, he will not combine let us inflate creativity with Christianity, Islamic. That's I'm calling this out. Ebia nam ne kwan. Ebia nam ne kwan. I say your friend is saying Muslim movies. Muslim movies may do baby almost act in the funny way.
True.
I enjoy.
You're right.
Gone are the days we really enjoy some Sagaribi Renum, their presentation, art play, Islamic. But really enjoy it. So as to how all can he say that he made mention of certain people's name. I don't know, so no more bank a minting or person or cut that in short now. Because Swabubo Budi, and it's not only them, but he was able to mention some people's name. Which one or the other? And I think say so no more bantamino person who cut that in shorter. You should come out loud, then come and say it loud. But to come and tell us, my omundi, Rasta, this man, we need to sit him down, let him to understand creativity. And yes, our party, the Biobeka Sadi with that's the reason I'm saying this is my first time I'm Asian and as a maintenance cow head. And I don't side with whatever he's saying. He needs to understand creativity.
Thank you. Ro, what do you also say about this?
Misplaced priorities, Ped.
Misplaced priorities?
Of course.
On the part of Khalifa?
Oh. So upon all the things that we have in this country to think about and look for solutions, Charlie, Mama, Chrome had snared the power. No, like Mama Chrome had snared the. I wish the way you see the way he's voicing for us. Like yes. I wish like he can talk. Like Obetimia can say like with that Afwadino Ebia Insio Bia Nye baby Galam say yo muti like exactly Charlie school be children are learning under trees you be that hard on your leaders like your assembly leaders your MPs for them to do some of these things. You are talking about skits and religion. Not to downplay his religion though, but then Charlie he's too serious. He's too serious in life. He's too serious. I mean where he's channeling his seriousness to is not needed. And who here I doubt if he watches other movies. Like one that even has Islam stuff in it, like the American movies and all of that. I doubt he watches. Like in the opposite just America, there's Muslims in America. So he's more Muslims than the Muslims in America, right? But then the ABCD for no, they do Islamic movies there. We do Islamic movies here. I mean, whatever you are trying to protect, nobody is telling you not to protect. But then, the content that these guys are even creating self. You see, his problem is also, and go to YouTube.
The problem, I don't know.
It's no problem, no.
The problem, I don't know.
We can say, oh, be defending Yankofo. I mean, God is as powerful as he is or we know him to be, and he doesn't need us to defend him in any way. Just leave him. The guy, if you think the guy is being blasphemous, just leave him. You want to go and defend, so you attack Dr. Likee on that matter. Then what will you get? No, what will you get? Would that stop another person from being blasphemous?
Not at all.
No, it won't. It will not stop anybody from being blasphemous. Anybody that wants to disrespect your religion will do it. Well, opportunity, they will still do it.
Fact.
Focus on, see, I would even prefer Senka. He would pick all the specific skits that he's referring to, point out the things that are wrong, and give education on it. Oh, skits way, A, B, C, D. Mihuni say entweye. Maybe they had the right intentions, but the outcome to me is sending wrong signals to the religion. So I think moving forward, they can do A, B, C. That is how you find solution to Charlie. Kitty na ocean who ye na ocean who ye na binto kobi.
Aso oni ni wasem.
E ko si fa.
O de ni religion e pesika o.
Na kora ne mu nye na microphone so kasa gu microphone. Kasa gu microphone. Kora ne mu nye emu nye na microphone so kasa gu microphone. If you think you are that religious, you want to go by the book, great, A for A, B for B.
Can you maybe
bring good watch you more. You understand? That's I mean. There are better things that I think he needs to channel this energy to. Like there are things eating the country up. I know he wants to fight for God. Fighting, he can't fight for God. That is what he should know. He can't fight for God. If God wants to punish Dr. Likee for being blasphemous, there is nothing he can do about it. He can't. You see, even if he wants to, thinking that the people are being blasphemous to the Islamic religion, it will still not solve anything. He should channel that energy and that focus onto something that will be beneficial to society. Now wait there. It's not man I say I know.
I BBC.
You maybe say I know man I say.
Well, thank you so much. And our last topic, so we can run away from here. I know this has been tackled on Roland Reports earlier today. It's about Black Rasta cautioning King Paluta for going to Dr. Bawumiah, who is NPP's presidential flag bearer, or NPP's presidential candidate and the flag bearer. As it stands now, Black Rasta is warning him that hey, in Ghana, many people have tried this and they fail. So you are too young to try this. Let's listen to what Black Rasta said, and after I get a reaction from my people, then we can end for the day. Watch this.
In fact, I was on the show that King Paluta spoke, and I intended to speak with him after the program was over. Unfortunately, he was taken ill and he left. I do not know if I should still say this, or I should try and get in contact with his manager and speak to him privately. But for the love I have for the man who said he's been an underground artist for 17 solid years, I'm going to keep a big chunk of what I'm going to say to myself and get in contact with the manager. I truly love him. I truly love him. Now, things like this can crush a man's career. To say that the vice president is the vice president of the country, therefore you decided to go because he's a big man and therefore he represents the nation. Did you also look at the other side that he is campaigning? And for that matter, he is a political flag-bearing candidate who is looking for votes. Did you ask yourself, all 17 years that you've been underground, did he ever look for you? You probably were not even known to him in his wildest dreams. So you must understand that there's a reason he's inviting you now, because you've made a hit. A song that is touted as the biggest in Ghana. Therefore, be careful where you go. My brother, I saw comments after the performance of King Paluta on social media. They are not palatable comments. It hurts me that being underground for 17 years, you will throw away the hard work just like that because of some lying candidate. Do you know how many meetings I have been invited to and I didn't? How many high-profile political meetings? Some of them were even supposed to be behind doors. I didn't go. You could be recorded. Anybody could see it. Be even true to yourself. My brother, I heard King Paluta say, if Mahama invites him, he would also go. Eish. The good thing is that Or the bad thing is that, depending on how you see it, once you have been seen to relate to one political candidate, the other candidate will never invite you. You have taken sides already. My dear brother, King Paluta, as I said, I'm going to keep the big chunk to myself. Your career is still at stake and intact. If I were you, you know what I'll be doing? How do you say that it was coincidence? You were invited. You were on your way to meeting him, and then the vice president was then. How did it become a coincidence? You were on your way to meeting him, and then you met him. Please, I respect your 17 years underground, and I want you to continue being there because I think you are very conscious, and I think that you are somebody that I would like to support. In fact, I believe it was somebody else. Look at how the careers of a lot of these guys ended because of some of these political endorsements. Unless you probably are Shatawale, you may have to stand well. Shatawale is probably the only artist who has been on the platform singing for Mahama and still relevant. A lot of the other people, they have gone down the drain. It's not by magic. The people are so emotionally charged. Paluta, when you visit a political candidate, you are directly or indirectly endorsing him. Your fans are going to follow up. That is why we are told that people who are so famous and in the creative industry are not allowed to promote certain products, because your fans sometimes follow you without thinking. Anything you do, they say yes to that and follow. Can you imagine Shatawale coming out and saying, let's go, all SM, let's go and attack Nana Akufo-Addo? Do you know how many people will come out? It will be worse than Al-Qaeda. There are fans who are ready to lay down their lives. Before they realize what they are doing, it will be too late. All because it's a kind of a spirit that follows these people when it comes to these fan bases. I've been there before. In the days when I was so much in love with Kimono, now he's gone home and I still love him. Anything Kimono said I should do, in my heydays, I will not think twice. As I said, I'm going to keep the rest of it. I'm going to call you and go into detail and speak with you. I wish you all the best with your career, and I wish you all the best. We are going to discuss. We will see how we can deal with this.
Well, so that was Blakk Rasta on his taxi driver or urban blend show on what's the name? The channel?
3FM.
3FM, yes, on 3FM, talking about King Paluta and his meeting with the vice president of today and NPP's presidential candidates for the next general elections. What do we think about what Blakk Rasta said? Let's make it snappy so we can close. Derek.
Rasta, I think Blakk Rasta is giving advice to a younger brother. The best advice a senior brother will give a younger brother. That's what he's giving him, because we've all seen some of the artists or movie stars who also publicly show their interest in some political parties. At the end of the day, their career became something we don't want to talk about. Okay. So Blakk Rasta, depending on that, that's why he's coming from that angle. But Rasta, on the wider scope. Okay. Every individual has a political party he or she belongs to. Fact. That one day. But as to say it in the public or to bring it to the public domain would depend on whatever you are achieving or what you achieve or what you are determined to achieve. Okay. Because, for instance, an ordinary Ghanaian can come and voice out the political party he or she belongs. It will not be any news. It will never affect him in any other way. True. By you being an artist, influential personality, having followers, having a career, at times that is where the weighing is. If you don't take care, it will go into
whatever you are saying. Try to relate it to the earlier conversation on alcoholic ban on Celebs, so that we see what we are really talking about. Because I see the same thing on the alcoholic ban thing, where they think celebrities can do it. So if we are going to speak like he can't go to the politician because he's a celebrity, I
think made the best
married the two.
Over your society now. I said earlier on, we are practicing democracy, but we don't understand democracy.
Yeah.
Over your society now, how we judge things, that is how I affect it. Because he has every right to voice out his political party.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, how the society is going to see it, and only alcoholic beverage at the end. At the end of the day, whether the person is influencer, whether he announces his holiness or he becomes an ambassador, whether people are going to follow or not, it's the public opinion.
Okay.
And you may and a man who said they assume a brand ambassador for Alumo. Some men no malumo, some men no malumo, say, we declare some MPP ni. Or MPP ni fine, or ye. At the end of the day, the first MPP no does not mean saying the music now all bono. There is no content in the music. Okay. You still have to listen to the music. But your politics, the way you play, are very tricky. In the moment you declare your political party in the public, then the opposition or the next party also take an angle from you.
Okay.
So whenever they come to power, they are no more going to use your influence to do anything. Okay. But at the end of the day, your influence can influence people to vote for that particular candidate.
Okay.
So whenever I saw the video, I was like, it's too early for King Paluta to do this. Oh yeah, I said it was too early for him to do this. Because let's take it for instance. Make us say Puduense. Name say MPP Lusu. Na say NDC about. Send you play politics. Yen take politics as intino. Sa na eba be no. Oh, MPP ni. Nye ine sinchen. Or MPP ni. Then eba ne sa na. Did they now work as say ye mamu anum bibia no politics ni.
Bibia politics.
So at a point in time, gig be about better man.
So called public toilet politics.
Gig be on my babetor. I say they make Paluta. Yes, you know, or MPP near pusher content. That is the reason why I'm saying we are practicing democracy, but we don't understand democracy. Our politics now and anti-politics now. Because we have, when you go to like for instance, United States of America. So many celebrities declare their support for some of the politicians, and yet they exist. They are living. Their careers are not dead. They are still alive, enjoying whatever belongs to them.
True,
but not on in our land here. They will go the other way around. And to me, send your Blakk Rasta near my ordinary. Any example said that ho. Any binuma yehunia atowomono. That is the reason why he's giving such an example advice to King Paluta. But according to King Paluta, he thinks a opportunity, and a man also our friend Bawumiah is the second gentleman of the land. And you cannot disrespect him. But at the end of the day, your song and as Onyomuno is being used to influence your followers automatically. It's that influence, and not na omo pe. It's a campaign era, and every personality, every politician would like to get somebody who has influence to use his influence to get the votes he's looking for. And to me, they commit me I say enyaba, but King Paluta no so hwe na kasa. Na onti mi kasa position ni kasa yi because okeka kwa ebedu baby na baya kwansi ama no menka asembra, but ekoba video no mo nuntie. Because baby are all corner. Menona ka ekoba nesano ka think twice before making that move. That's why I said earlier on. Every personality, nipa bia or political party could jump ballot box no motomano. And so as to how nipa beba public ababeka say metoma we no esiditrim. And to me, it's a good advice.
But who say King Paluta bad?
But it's a bad move. But send you no can be a cash no can fuel or diffuel and the fine. That's a fuel and the watch. But me in the future, no, me can't send the bonus, but send me a politics, no. And your politics, who are my and one day companies be good because of this. But I mean, my main carrier, me from and see me boss people of Frederick office. As my cocker say, go Kesben FM. Okay. I'm a cat tia Bawumiah rich. I was talking about creative sector. To media and finance my career. From a office, no name makers. Do you know what he told me? He was a former MP. Okay. Or see if you or no puno or MPP ni mapa. I will be a name so MPP ni. Ghana politics and you. Who say Alan and the Bawumiah line into almost all Alan and friends, you know. Contract to be a horse and the money in you see how you do happen. By the same baby. Now the MOD a friend is hopes in other. So you see, Intermaker said the Paluta here on the first one according to Sika. But in the future, say Fatina Hansena, one of them say it was a bad move. You need politics nasi. Into where Befaso, I really get you no. So to me, the advice na Black Rasta the man and seven Black Rasta can. It's a step at the right direction. He should think twice whenever taking such a decision, and yes, it will hurt you or hurt you in the near future. Okay, Raw, important.
Let me go Raw. That the 2 name yemfa. Oh yemfa. A photo no do the aba. It's a nice photo. Name yemfa. Okay. I'm not sure Paluta and his team will consider this advice based on some of 3 points, like some few pointers that I'm going to make. One has to do with esno. You can say yes, no obrebu kra. Obreku kra the snow white apoche kra. Let me akoko kra. Let me put it that way. Everybody has their own destiny, and you see the example that he made. That unless you are Shatawale. That's what I mean. If the people that we are going to say, oh, they endorsed political parties and whatever, and out of that, they are bringing them down. You see, give the people what they want. Tell them what you want, and you guys will still coexist. I will give you one example. Sarkodie. Sarkodie and Canada to us. Okay. Is Sarkodie not still one of the highest earning artists in this country? Yes. Why did this guy ever come sing Daddy Lumba? Has Daddy Lumba done a song for NDC before? But hasn't NDC people come into power before? Is Daddy Lumba's career dead? No. You see, you are a people's person. At the end of the day, there is a reason why they liked you, or there's a reason why you are a favorite now. If you are no longer a favorite, it is not because why your friends say work or declare your support for any political party. Because as far as we are concerned, nobody is neutral. Obia one political party or the other. It is about the content that you are channeling out. It is about the value that you are bringing on the table. That is the only way bet me relegate you. That is the only way. So because MPP need told you be affected. If you are not giving them what they want, that is the only way. You see the people that political parties or from. It's because they were not giving the people what they wanted. When they went to endorse those political parties, their focus shifted. That is it. That is it. Shatawale performed on an NDC platform, performed on an MPP platform, because he was giving them something the people like. It had nothing to do with any political party. So if tomorrow Kim Paluta wakes up, brings another song, and it is banging like Asida, see, the people that will even say Penasem, they will still jump to the song, and he will still get money. He will still be called for shows. That is it. That is it. And again, this is the vice president. As much as he is a political figure, then should anybody achieve anything in this world, now politician, president be free wa menko. Black Rasta, Barack Obama called him and he went. He honored that invitation. Is Barack Obama not part of a political party? On your politician. So why are you trying to tell somebody not to go that tangent? You see Anna in Barack Obama. He also sees Anna in the second gentleman.
Black Rasta is not an American.
I know they are fine. No, you see Anna in somebody. Honestly, who Anna will be full from. You are not the one to determine who I should respect. You understand? No, you are not the one to determine who I should respect. Maybe you, maybe like he said, like Black Rasta said.
Obama is American.
Sure. You know,
is privileged.
Very good. Obama Ghana.
What Ghana?
Which government in power and Obama to him?
I think Mel's also.
Yes, you see, at the end of the day, there is a political affiliation. So let me make the connection.
But it's Barack Obama.
Let me give you the connection.
The Republican and I said the Democrat.
Let me give you the
invitation. Fine. At the end of the day, Obama does not rule Ghana.
My memory link in Waha. If it was Professor Thanos of NDC that was in power, and Barack Obama buy, do you know what it means? That Barack Obama and Prof are friends. Wait. So if Barack Obama invites you, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
Yes.
No.
That is you. You are that. I don't know who understand.
No. You are not getting the.
Wait. Right. At the medical. Edidi obi atem sisia. Obi ka say, I don't know how come Shatawale into no didi am for atem sisia. You see, and so when we are talking about
political affiliation, and that strong kita bond.
And I make us say,
American.
And I may say, you
at the end of the day, say gigi biba. Na see ye seeking Paluta kwanya. Obama ntimi nka ho he.
Do you know Shatawale has gone to see the first gentleman of the land? He even gave him a key.
I know.
Yes, that is President Akufo-Addo. Is Shatawale's career dead?
No.
Is President Akufo-Addo ruling?
Is
President Akufo-Addo ruling Togo? No, he's ruling Ghana. Yes. And I may patch out say, if it is, we are going to use this argument, then nobody should honor the invitation of any state person. Nobody should do it, because they are all politicians. They are all politicians to the extent that a politician in Ghana has ties with a politician in Nigeria.
No, they have.
All of them, including presidents. So if I am a president and you are also a president, and I want an endorsement from Shatawale, and I know you have good ties with Shatawale, I can invite you. When I invite you, indirectly I tap into his fan base. You know exactly. So if in that sense, then nobody should honor the invitation of any form of politician, whether the person is in Ghana or not, because
it's too early.
You are seeing the cup as half full. You are seeing the cup as half empty.
Yeah.
Me, I'm seeing it as half full. You are saying it is too early. Do you know your friend is saying the length of my career? Unim Paluta length, ne career length.
We all don't know.
There
can be obstacles.
You see the way Black Rasta said. People invited him. Certain people in power invited him, and he didn't go. You know, somebody can also judge it as one of the reasons why he is not on top lately. Because if he were to honor those invitations, and by this time, probably they will be pulling certain strings for him
to get some. It has saved his career.
That is so. That is you and your life.
Yes. And you Rabona here, but they do baby here for two.
And I mean, say for 20 years. Me see yeah. But Derek, udi to be so say baby obi fire or te share. Exactly. So allow him. Because he knows his career. Kim Paluta knows his career. He knows what he's been through. He knows where he's going, and he knows what will give him value. Let him make that decision for himself. Your advice there, it is good. You are so you understand? Let
politics.
Let him make those decisions for himself.
Our politics,
whether he wins or loses, it is his career. Just like you also feel say decision I would take here some time ago. Say you invite on one corner, a good decision man. That is how you are seeing a political candidate. King Paluta is seeing the second gentleman of the land. The last time I discussed here, because say, Anka offer him Pakushiano. Do you know how many people are yearning to see the president and his vice of the land? Do you know the things people have done in this country that they are and so still in fact it is one of his visions to meet the most important people in society. He's met one. So whether the person is from the pit of hell, whether the person is from whatever, that is the guy's vision. Allow him to enjoy.
Well, the argument or the debates can continue from your location. I remember someone said in an argument or during a debate or during opinion sharing, two people may be wrong, two people may be right, but still come from different points. So it could even be that the two of them, they are right, but they are coming from different points, as a matter of fact. Or maybe they are both wrong, coming from different points as well. To King Paluta, what I can also say is that know what is right for you.
Exactly. Bro, for the dinner, my bread.
Ghana Kromu. Derek, one new
Charlie.
Now, but after he met the vice president, there is some account view on Facebook.
We did not we did what cancel
that account on Facebook. It doesn't like it, but it doesn't.
The admin of that account is pained.
I'm sure he's a typical busy guy. So yes, what is good for him should lead.
He should, and that's how he should do it.
Guys, thank you so much. Roland Amate, Derek Money, Richie Flex, as well as Digital Rasta Currency. And to you for spending quality time to join us here. We appreciate you. Feel free, share your opinion, drop your commentaries, and let's do some more. Subscribe to us, and let's say thanks to Tap Send for holding us down. My name is Sammy Flex. Remember, we have another show coming up just as you finish watching this here on Sammy Flex TV. We're out of here. Bye-bye.